It's slightly absurd that we're taught how to shake hands, make eye contact, and generally impersonate socially competent dolphins, yet no one bothers teaching us the one skill we actually need: how to be alone without spiritually imploding. We learn how to fit in, but never how to fit inside our own skulls. So eventually the universe plunks us down in a quiet room, with no one to talk to and no one to reach out for. And suddenly you're face to face with the one person you've been ghosting for years, and that's yourself. And the encounter is awkward. Not first date type of awkward, but we ran into your own reflection and it recognize you first type of awkward. But here's the cosmic joke. Being comfortable with your own presence isn't about becoming some monastic, serene, sandal wearing oracle who drinks herbal tea and radiates enlightenment. It's simply about not sprinting out of your own company the second the Wi Fi cuts out. And that takes practice. People think being alone is hard. No, it's not. Being alone without stuffing the silence with noise, that's the hard part. No scrolling, no YouTube rabbit holes, no background podcasts you're absolutely are using as emotional anesthesia. Just you. Raw, unfiltered, untreated, and unmarinated. And at first your brain reacts like, I see what you're doing. Thoughts now. Unfiltered. Great. Here are 57 insecurities you didn't ask for. But listen, you cannot outrun yourself forever. At some point you must turn around and say, alright buddy, what's your problem? The moment you stop bolting from your own inner voice is where the real growth begins. Learning self-presence starts stupidly small. A minute of quiet without reaching for your phone. A walk without headphones, where you are forced to hear the nature doing absolutely nothing impressive. Sitting in your room with no noise except the hum of your own existence, like some sentient refrigerator. And at first, yes, the silence is heavier than your overdue responsibilities, but stick with it. Eventually you start hearing a different voice, not the panicked chihuahua brain that narrates your catastrophes, but the deeper one underneath. The one that sounds strangely familiar, like someone you used to know. And soon you start noticing things. What drains you, what lifts you, what makes your stomach twist. Oh, so that's why I feel weird sometimes. So that's what I actually need. It's wild how many people know their Starbucks order better than they know themselves. They know their favorite playlist, their favorite character, even their favorite fictional trauma, but not their own mind, their own desires, their own dreams before the world mansplained it to them. But being comfortable in your own presence, that teaches you everything. It's a kind of quiet gravity. You stop contorting yourself to fit into rooms that don't even have chairs for you. Because for the first time, you know what belonging feels like. And you realize your energy isn't something embarrassing you should hide behind 6 layers of irony. It's something to protect, curate, and admire a little. You start enjoying your own jokes, your own ideas, your own weird little brain tangents. And being alone stops feeling like solitary confinement and starts feeling like hitting the reset button on your internal chaos machine. And then here's the delightful twist. You're comfortable with yourself. You start choosing people with surgical precision. No more chasing lukewarm friendships. No more performing emotional acrobatics for people who can't even be bothered to clap. You stop wanting attention and start wanting connection because you have finally found yourself. And that's what self-presence actually is. Not isolation, not arrogance, not I don't need anyone. It's simply, I'm not scared of myself anymore. Of course you slip. Some days the silence will feel like a threat again. Some days your brain will reboot into a raccoon mode and rummage through old insecurities for fun. But that's fine. Growth isn't a staircase, it's a spiral. You return to old lessons with a wiser mind each time. Little by little, you become someone you feel safe being around, someone you respect, someone you don't abandon the second life gets inconvenient. And in a world that constantly screams for your attention, learning to simply sit with yourself, fully, quietly, and honestly, might be one of the most rebellious things you can do. So if being alone feels uncomfortable right now, good. It means you're finally meeting yourself and beginning to understand. Stay, listen, and give yourself some patience. Once you grow comfortable in your own presence, you carry that steadiness everywhere. And no person, crisis, no failure, or passing storm can steal that peace from you.